knock the soul of a man down. As I lay down to sleep, pray the Lord, I sold the key, all in once, rest in peace, please God, watch over me. As I lay down to sleep, pray the Lord, I sold the key, all in once, rest in peace, please God, watch over me.
Can everybody hear me? I would love to see some cameras on. I know we're only Norwegian people on this call today, but I'm going to speak English because it's my native language. But I would love for you to have some cameras on that would make me happy to see who I'm talking to. And I do feel like we've some of us have even met, so I think we should be at that state right now, but no worries, whatever makes you comfortable. I'm just hoping that you dare to step out of your comfort zone a bit. So please let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I'm not going to start this call before I know that you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect. So for today's topic, I was thinking of going through something that I had an epiphany of when it was around 3 years ago. I kind of understood a lot when it comes to, I like to say that I figured out how life works. It's big words, but I feel like I did. And of course, it's not as easy to apply the things that you know. We all know that. We all know a lot of stuff, but the gap between the knowing and doing might be, it's often a bit far away from each other. So it's all about closing that gap from what you know and what you do. So that's why we have these level up calls to help you figure out how you can apply the knowledge that you receive. So today's topic is you are already successful if you believe it to be true. And I really do believe that because our mind works in a way where whatever you believe, your deepest beliefs about life, about yourself, they will create your reality. So if you think that life is hard, life is going to be hard. But everything is just your mind controls everything. So everything is a mindset shift. So if you're able to shift the way that you think, you're also able to change how your life plays out. Because life is just a series of experiences, and how you react to them is is what will determine how you perceive that experience. So, for example, let's say I spill coffee on my shirt, and which is not like a good thing. I'm not happy because I spilled coffee on my shirt, of course. Um, but there's two ways I can handle that situation. I can stay calm. I can let it I can either let it ruin my day and I can get pissed off because I just spilled coffee on my shirt, or I can think that it's just a shirt. Like I can go change. Like I don't need to react. So you can choose to either react to stuff that happens and situations, and or you can choose to respond. So how I would react, for example, let's say I'm reacting, so I'm gonna be all pissed off because I spilled coffee on my shirt. But if I choose to respond, I'll still like what's done is done. I'm gonna stay calm and I'll just stand up and change my shirt. I'm not gonna let it affect me emotionally. I'm not gonna let it dictate how I feel. Like I'm not gonna let my emotions control what I do and how I react and respond. So everything is just a mindset shift, and I'm hoping that these calls will give you what you need to change your perspective on life and situations and experiences and even yourself. Because when you do that, that's when you change your life. So I have a blog post called You Are Already Successful If You Believe It to Be True, because it's so true. Whatever you believe is your reality. I hope that makes sense. And I'm a huge believer of that quote, because your mind is so powerful. Your mind creates your experiences, and how you perceive things. So I'm going to share my screen and I am going to take you through that blog post as I was writing it. For you to be reading this blog post might not be the same as for me reading it to you. So I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna read it to you, and you can really hear how what I feel about what I'm saying. So I'm looking forward to share that with you. Um, and I'm hoping that you are ready to take some notes. I'm hoping that you use the knowledge that you receive here, because I've used it in an incredible way. Um, I have 5 blog posts where these are like the 5 main topics that I understood that kind of completely changed everything for me. That's why I want to share it with you guys. So you're already successful. So you already won if you believe it. If you, it just amplifies the feeling. Like if you put yourself in the state of truly believing that you already won, like it's already yours, that's when you're actually living in that state where it's already yours. You already won. Like you're gonna attract it. So you have all the success that you don't think you have right now. And I think a few people have realized this. It's like a few, like maybe 1% of the population of the whole earth has realized this. And that leaves 99% of people not realizing this. And this is a feeling that you can tap into instantly. Like success is a choice. It's a choice. And you can choose right here and now that you are successful. You can choose right now that whatever you want is already yours. Because it's literally like inside of you. You just have to tap into that feeling, and then stay in it. Like, of course, you're not going to be able to stay in it throughout the day. Like, stuff are going to happen, and you will be thrown off track. That's life. But it's the key is to try to put yourself into that feeling as many times as possible because then you're reprogramming your body to feel a certain way. And when you start feeling a certain way, you start attracting certain things. I hope that makes sense. Um, but it's all about what you believe to be true. And the beliefs that you have right now, the beliefs that you've grown up to have, does not have to determine who you are today. You can change that. Like whatever you believe, you can change it. So just by deciding that it no longer serves you to think that way, like you existing right here today, that's a success. Like what is the do you think it's a coincidence that we're just like living on this stone that's floating in the universe? Like that you being here today, that's a success. So you just have to find the small things that makes life successful, like that makes you believe that you're already successful because it's all in your mind. It's everything is in your mind. So if you want to gain control over your life, you have to gain control over your mind first. Nothing will change if you don't gain control over your mind. If you are not able to um, control the way you think. Uh, so if you want to change your life or anything at all, it all comes back to reprogramming something in your mind that has been planted a long time ago. So you have to go back to the things that you've been told, the things that you have believed since you were like a little girl, and then you have to reprogram it to fit the way you want it to be. So don't let yourself be someone who is run over by your own mind. You don't want your mind creates your thoughts and your thoughts create your reality. So do not let your mind control you. You have to be in control over your own mind. I hope that makes sense. So I was reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And he says that your mind is your greatest asset, which I really believe to be true. Like Your mind is your most powerful tool. Like anything that you have today, if there was anything compared, like your mind is your most powerful tool. Out of everything that you have in front of you, it's your mind. So take your time to try to train it to work the way you want it to. If not, it's going to control everything in a way that you don't want it to, which means that you're going to create painful situations for yourself without you even knowing that it's your own mind's doing. You know how sometimes we get stuck up on fear, we start overthinking. That's when you have to learn and train your mind. You have to train yourself to step into to kind of direct your mind on the right things. So, you want to control your mind, not the opposite way. You want to control your mind, not the opposite way. So, for me, a good way to train my mind is to stay focused on my goals. Like, be selective of what you think about. Be selective of what you choose to focus on. So, focus on your goals and what you want to achieve. When you focus your energy on something, energy will flow to it. And just focus on positive things. Focus on your goals, where you want to go. Make your dreams into goals. Focus on that and focus on all of the things that you have to be grateful for. That's extremely important because the more you focus on the things that you already have, more good will come. You'll receive more. If you're just grateful for what you have today, you'll attract more of it. So, when you stay focused on something, you direct your energy towards it. When you direct your energy towards something, for example, your goals, there's a much bigger chance of them actually becoming true. And by this, I mean when you focus on one specific thing, you've got a much bigger chance of achieving that. Instead of when you focus on 10 different things, your energy will be divided into 10. So focus on your dreams, focus on what matters to you, and put that energy into it. Put good energy into it because then you'll get good energy back and there it will just increase the chance of it actually happening. So don't let your mind wander to those negative thoughts. Just catch yourself when you notice the shift, and don't even recognize it. Don't give it attention at all. Just say, okay, thank you, and go. Or even don't even respond to it. Just let it go. And from there, you can take control by being aware. So just by being aware and staying in the present moment, that's enough. And just keep that good energy flowing. So I want to pinpoint that successful people are people who know where they are going and they consistently keep working towards their goal. That's, in my opinion, the definition of a successful person. As someone who knows where they are going and consistently keeps working towards their goals in one way or another. So one step at a time, do the things that you know will get you one step closer uh to one step closer than what you are now. So choose the things that feel right and good for you. So do the things you think the person you want to become would do. So if you fail, that's great. Then you learn. Losing yourself in the process is also a part of it. Sure, I'm sure that every one of you have felt lost here and there. And it's not necessarily a bad thing at all, because sometimes you have to lose yourself in order to find yourself again on a deeper level. So do not get scared when you lose yourself. Do not panic because it's just a good thing. It just means that you are on the right path to discovering something more of yourself. So no matter how many times you feel like you've lost yourself, it's just because you have to take a step back and you have to take a moment just to gain a deeper understanding of where you're at and process it all. And there, and from there on, you'll be directed onto a new path. So this is where you go to the next level. And then you repeat the cycle and then you repeat it just to level up, okay? So when you feel lost, do not worry. Just make sure you do the right things and take the time to reflect and take the time to be aware of your thoughts and just make conscious decisions of what you are spending your time and energy on. Like, what you are doing right now, will this make you a better person? Will this take you one step closer to where you want to be? I hope that makes sense. And then I just want to say a few words when it comes to fear. Because, for example, I bet all of you, when you started this, you all had these thoughts, you had fear, you had doubt, and so on. It's uncomfortable to start something new. So I'm pretty sure that we all can relate to that. Um, but I realized that fear is just an illusion. It's not really anything to be scared of because fear is just an illusion created by the mind to keep you stuck where you are in your comfort zone, where you are safe. And that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Your mind just wants to keep you safe. So it creates these illusions of fear to keep you there, so you won't take the next step. So, in one way, fear is a result of all the bad experiences that you've had in the past, all the bad stuff you've heard from other people, and so on. So, your mind uses what it knows to create illusions. So, your mind lives in the past, it does not know the future. That makes sense, right? Your mind only remembers what you've been through, what has happened. It does not know the future. It only knows the stuff that you've already been through. And it will use that knowledge to create these false illusions to keep you there. And the most successful people are the risk takers. If you do not do something new, if you do not do something that you have not done before, you won't get a different result. To get a different result, you have to do something new. So the most successful people are risk takers. Um, and if you live in fear, you're not going to get that far. So I know it's comfortable living in fear and not taking the risk. But to get something different, you have to stretch your comfort zone. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm a bit red right here because I'm speaking on a call. I've not done this before. This is just me taking one step closer to the life that I am dreaming of creating. See? So it's just my body not being used to this. That makes sense, right? Yeah. So if you trust the process and you know exactly where you are going, you become unstoppable. You just have to put yourself into that feeling that first of all, you have to figure out what you want. You have to figure out what you want. If you don't know what you want, you're just going in circles and chasing your own tail. So figure out what you want, focus on the right things, and just be so confident in where you are going and that it is going to happen. It's already yours. You just have to step into that feeling of it. And that's when you become unstoppable. And you just start attracting like crazy. And it's a fun journey. I totally recommend it. So, I just want to make you aware that if you focus more on fear than belief, because you either have fear or you have belief. You can choose. You can choose which one. Of course, belief will give you so much more than what fear will. If you choose fear, you'll be stuck here. If you choose belief, you don't know what's going to happen, but it might turn out much better than what you expected to turn out to. So, if you choose fear, if you focus more on fear than belief, fear will win. If you focus more on belief than fear, belief will win. So you've got to be crazy about your beliefs. Your belief level should be crazy high. And that is to eliminate the fear. Because the more belief you have, the more less fear will become. And we don't want fear in our lives. It's not good for us. We don't need it. We have stuff to do. We have goals to achieve, a dream to create. So this is very simple. If you do not believe that you will make it, you simply won't. However, if you truly believe that you are going to make it, you will make it. It's so simple. It's just a mindset shift. And you can gain that belief by doing what you said you would do. Keep taking one step in the right direction every day. Like those things will make you feel so good, and it will make you feel so confident in where you are going. And then there is nothing stopping you from doing exactly that. So I hope that was useful. This is a post that I made. Let's see when I made it. So I made it in May, in May 2023. And this was me taking one step in the right direction, one step towards my goal. And guess what? We're in 2025 now, and this is something that I could use. I figured out like a month ago or maybe 2 weeks ago that I can use this. I can use this to give you this knowledge. So that's where you don't know when stuff is going to happen. But if you just keep on going and keep on doing the things that will take you in the right direction, you will see it unfold. And how it will unfold, you don't know that. But you have to be open to the unexpected and you have to be open to receiving it. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? I am going to check the chat. Okay. Do you have any questions about this exactly? Because I feel like these level up calls are for us to kind of level up together and understand things together. So you've probably had like, maybe you've thought about this before. Maybe you've had these thoughts before, but talking to other people that have had the same thoughts. If you have any questions, write it in the chat and we can go through that together. I just want to say that I just created a YouTube channel for this group where I will be posting all the recordings. I will post the introduction calls just to have all the information gathered at one place. I also created a Telegram channel for me to post the weekly challenges and all the PDFs that we go through. Um, so for the weekly challenge, I would love for you to it's two things. I want you to think of every day, put yourself in the state where you are grateful. So think of 5 things to be grateful for. Like it can be as simple as that you have clean and cold water to drink every day. It could be that you have a comfy bed to sleep on. It could be that it could be really be anything, but think of 5 things that you are grateful for. And the other thing, I want you to try something this week to get you one step closer to the dream that you are trying to create, one step closer to your goal. I want you to try one thing that will take you one step closer to where you want to be. So 5 things to be grateful for and something that will take you one step closer to where you want to be. I want you to try that. And I'm gonna write it in the group for you to uh, yeah, write down or yeah. So I don't have anything more for today's call. I just really wanted to go through this post because I think it's so important to kind of realize this. And the sooner that you do realize this, the sooner that you truly believe this, that's when your life will just kind of it will just speed up. It will speed up. So the sooner you recognize that you are already successful. You already have everything that you want. You just have to tap into it. That's when stuff will start to happen. So just catch yourself when you're not in that feeling and then just be aware and try to shift it. Like it's just the more you do it, the easier it gets. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not going to take more of your time. I hope this was useful. Please let me know if you have any thoughts and if you have any questions in private, you can just write to me. Um, and then I wish you a great evening. And then we are having an introduction call tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central European Time. And you can invite anyone, ladies only, but you can invite people who are not doing Sage Monster and stuff like that for it, just to check out what we are creating. Because I truly believe that this is stuff that has to get out there, and the sooner that you understand this and the sooner that you are able to become a master of it, the sooner you will win in life, the sooner you will get anything that you want and become, life will become effortless as soon as you realize this. So that's the goal. All right. Well, have a good evening and yeah, let me know if anything. All right. Bye.